How's it going, Internet? This is Jacob with Jacob Reviews Things, and today we're here to do a knife review of the SOG Terminus XR right here. This is a really nice little folding knife that's been growing on me over the last couple months. We've been selling these at my work, which is like a outdoor sporting goods type store. We sell over 300 different knives. Anyway, one of my coworkers, who's also a knife guy, he owed me a knife. He bought me this, which is very nice of him because it's just great, man. This is designed by SOG Knives. They're a company who's been around for a while. I believe they've been around since the Vietnam War. Like they got started, I think, making like jungle fighting knives, like fighting bowies. And now here they are, still making knives. They make a lot of tactical knives. I own one of their tactical folders that I really like, so they're a good company. I don't know. It sounds like this was just like a collaborative effort from the guys at SOG. I don't think any one designer came up with this knife, but whoever came up with it, they crushed it. You got a really ergonomic handle. You got a borderline perfectly shaped little Bowie clip point blade here. You got this is the most, like, when people talk about like how much fun knives can be to fidget with, this is probably one of the most fidgetable, fun knives to have around. Like, I'm sure I drive everybody I work with nuts because all they hear when we're not busy is, there we go. Yeah. God, this knife, even doing this is just fun right now. Like, I'm enjoying myself. And the reason this knife is so fidgetable is because you've got 3 different ways to open this knife right here. You got a flipper tab, boom, quick. You can use the locking mechanism. This is SOG's XR locking mechanism. It's like, I don't know, it seems like every company has their own version of like the Benchmade Axis lock, and this is SOG's. All you do is just pull back on these tabs right here. There's one on each side. You just pull back. You can see it moves that little silver bar back. That disengages the lock. Then the blade's free to roll around on, I think, ball bearings. I can't remember. Anyway, it's not important. All you need to know is it's a smooth action, man. It's smooth, flips in and out. And then thumb studs. I really like thumb studs. A lot of people, it seems like it's you really love them or you hate them. I really like thumb studs, so for me, this knife is great. The other thing that's really nice about this knife too is it's ambidextrous, so literally anybody can own this knife, whether you're left-handed, like you got arthritic hands. I mean, it'd still be easy to use. You're a little kid, this knife, or not like a Boy Scout, I guess, not like a 5-year-old little kid, but yeah, like you're a younger person, you need a knife, this would be a good size. Like for me, I consider folding knives with a 3-inch blade, which is what this is, to be on the smaller side. I prefer like a 3.5-inch blade, but hey, no complaints from me on this one because they just did a good job overall. Like this blade slices really well because of that Bowie shape. Like when you're doing these kind of cuts, it works really well. It stabs pretty well too. They ground a pretty nice swedge there. As you can see, it gets really thin. You start out with some pretty thick blade stock. I mean, it's not super thick, but for a small knife, not bad. Got good jimping too. Excuse me. Getting over a little cold. Yeah. Comes to an acute tip, so stabbing, fine work. I do a lot of cutting like this with this knife at work. Yeah, no issues there. D2 steel. It's a good, tough, high carbon steel. Yeah, so no issues there. If you're a D2 fan, you'll have more reason to buy this knife. Let's see, what else? The handle's very ergonomic. Like I said, this isn't a big knife. You can see the handle's about as long as my hand, or at least the part you can grip is about as long as my hand. You got a good lower guard here from the flipper tab. That actually works really well. The jimping does its job. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, actually, let's take a sidebar here and just talk about how well made the flipper tab is. This is a very good flipper tab. I know that's a weird thing to like zero in on in a knife review, but it just makes this knife so smooth, so easy to use. So just you just pull it out, you don't even think about it. Like there's a few knives I own where it's almost like, all right, I have to concentrate on flipping it open because the action is so stiff or something, or it's just weird, or you need a lot of force behind it. This is not one of those. I don't know if that's everybody else has a knife like that, but I have a couple. Anyway, yeah, it's just so easy to use, man. And yeah, perfect. Your finger goes in right there. You just kind of press down and yeah, you're good. So yeah, this knife's fun. It's fidgetable. You got a good blade shape, good steel. It comes in different colors. I've definitely seen a green version of this. We just sold only the red version at my work, so that's why I have it. But yeah, I like the color. I think it's a good solid red. I needed a red knife for my collection. So that was good timing. Let's see, what else is there to say about this knife? Um oh, okay. Here's something kind of nitpicky. The pocket clip, while it is ambidextrous and that's awesome, it can bend easily. Like I went around a corner at work and this got caught on a shelf and it just went like to that angle. Wasn't a big deal. I just unscrewed it, bent it back into place at home, and that was that. Haven't had any issues with it since, but this pocket clip is only held in by one screw. So I've been like probably a couple times I've had since then I've had to tighten this. You can see there's pretty good amount of movement in there. But yeah, I'm not worried about the clip falling out or anything. Probably just fix it with some Loctite. But yeah, definitely the only issue I've had. What else? What else is there to say? I mean, yeah, this is just it's fun, it's useful, it's usable. Would be a good knife to have camping, I think, because of how tough it is. I mean, this lock seems really tough. Like there is a reason a lot of companies have them, like, or have a lock like this. Like here's my Baron Son's little Tonto knife here. I don't know what their version of this lock is called, but yeah, works the exact same way. Super fidgetable. This is even more fidgetable. Like you can do similar things with this, but yeah, nothing compared to how much fun this knife is. Yeah, I mean, EDC, it's great. Camping, it'd be great. I think unless you're a really tiny person, this is going to be too small to use for a dedicated self-defense knife. But as I've mentioned many times, I'm not an expert on that stuff, so take that opinion with a grain of salt. But yeah, just good overall knife. I would highly recommend it to everybody. Like I said earlier, I think this is a knife that literally everybody could use and like. It also comes in a higher end version with S35 VN steel. You can get, I think it's got carbon fiber handles. Yeah. And that would be a knife I would buy. That, like, if I was looking for an expensive knife and didn't already own this and knew how good this was, I would buy that knife in a heartbeat. It's that good. It's worth the money. It's more than worth it buying this model. I didn't buy this myself, so we sell it at my work for around about $65, I believe, between $60 and $70. Some of the other websites I looked at had comparable prices between around the $60, $55, $70 range, so it's very affordable. I'd say it's a fair price for what you're getting. You're just getting a good fun knife that's shockingly easy to use. I mean, I've probably been carrying this knife more than any other knife lately. But yeah, it's now in my top 10 favorite EDC knives. So yeah, I just like it. And if you guys want to pick one up, definitely recommend it. Hope you all are having a great day. Hope you enjoyed the review. And if you did, definitely like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you own one of these, leave a comment. Let me know your opinion on it. I'd love to know. I'm sure the people watching would as well. yeah, thanks everybody. Have a great day.